In the depths of your heart lies a wisdom that transcends time. This week, as we navigate the ethereal waters of Pisces season, remember, forgiveness isn't just about letting go. It's about making space for who you're becoming. Welcome to your star forecast for the week of Monday, the 24th of February. I'm your host and astrologer, Kristy Gray. This week's cosmic weather is asking us to continue diving deep into the waters of transformation. Now, before we dive into the details, I wanted to give you an overarching theme of the energy for this week, because this week has a particularly strong mercurial influence, and Mercury will be making several significant aspects we're going to explore. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication, thought, and information processing, and it's moving through the intuitive constellation of Pisces. So we have this repeated theme from last week, where we are experiencing a beautiful blend of logic and intuition. So your mind will likely feel more receptive to subtle messages, dreams, and creative inspiration this week. So if there's one thing that I invite you to take away, it's this, is to pay attention to the synchronicities, any of those meaningful coincidences, because Mercury's dance with all the planets it's connecting with are creating the perfect conditions for receiving downloads of insight or understanding. So let's dive into the details. Let's begin with a significant shift, and the one that I've been waiting for. Mars, our cosmic warrior, is finally moving direct in Cancer on Monday. After months of internal reflection and emotional processing, you might feel ready to take action on the insights you've gained. No more wading through molasses for us. This is particularly powerful because Mercury in Pisces will form a harmonious trine with Mars as this transit unfolds. So it's helping us articulate our feelings and intuitive knowing with greater clarity. So please create some space in your schedule for that clarity to drop in. Tuesday brings a profound meeting between Mercury and Saturn in Pisces. And this conjunction asks us to commit to our spiritual growth and also our emotional wisdom gained. So you might find yourself having serious conversations about your dreams, or making concrete plans to honor your intuitive guidance. Because remember, you'll likely experience more clarity now that Mars has gone direct. So pay attention to any repetitive thoughts, intuitive hunches, or reoccurring patterns that have been arising, because they're likely carrying important messages about your path forward. As the week unfolds, we're approaching a Pisces new moon, and this will be on February the 28th. But before this takes place, Mercury, once again, will be forming a supportive sextile to Uranus and Taurus, bringing unexpected breakthroughs and innovative solutions. When Uranus makes its presence known, it's always a great time to give yourself a permission slip to think outside the box or try to embrace unconventional solutions to problems that you've been navigating. I sometimes say though, rather than trying to intellectualize your way through something, is to actually create some breathing space and have some fun. I think so often, especially when you are passionate about personal development and redefining your self-image, is that we can get so caught up in always trying to be better than the person that we were yesterday, which actually takes us away from what's so important in our lives. Of course, I am always going to be the biggest advocate for evolution and optimization and growing and stepping into our higher selves. But sometimes the greatest growth comes from those moments of serendipity and magic with our family and friends, or those unexpected moments we didn't plan for. So that's a little bit of a side note on that Uranus energy, in case you need to give yourself permission this week to have some fun. But let's kind of digress to the new moon that I did touch on before, because we do have a new moon this week, and it's our final new moon of the astrological year. And this isn't any ordinary lunation. I feel like I've said this very repetitively over the last 6 months, purely because all of our lunar cycles we've been experiencing have been coinciding, I should say, with very profound astrological shifts. So this new moon is on the 28th of February at 11:44 a.m. Australian Standard Time. And Saturn, Mercury, the North Node, and Neptune will all be gathered in Pisces. Plus, we'll have Mars in Cancer. So we're experiencing a profound concentration of water energy this week. So this could actually feel quite overwhelming for some. And for others, it might feel like you're standing under a waterfall of emotions and insights. So it's really important to ground yourself and create some space for rest and integration this week. Because as we close out the week, Venus begins her retrograde journey on March the 2nd. Now, she's going to start retrograding in Aries, eventually moving back into Pisces. And this rare cosmic dance with this planet only occurs 7% of the time. And it invites us into a deep exploration of love, value, and relationships, both with ourselves and others. Now, while Venus is in Aries in retrograde, it asks us to examine our independence and self-worth before dipping back into the spiritual waters of Pisces, which is all about healing old relationship wounds. And I'm going to be giving you lots of context on this planetary retrograde as we move through our weeks together. But one final thing I wanted to say on Venus retrograde is that Venus retrograde is like the ultimate love audit. It really does ask us to reassess what truly matters in our hearts. And during this period of time, you might find yourself revisiting past relationships, whether they're personal, professional, or intimate, or reconsidering your approach to love and self-value. So it's always an excellent period of time for inner work, any healing work. And though it's not ideal for making major relationship decisions, I always think of Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson as the ultimate Venus retrograde relationship, which is when they actually started their relationship and made it public. So it's not a great time for any major relationship decisions, whether you're single or in a relationship, but also be really mindful of making any dramatic changes to your appearance. Probably not an ideal time to cut a fringe or go get a beauty treatment that could alter your appearance. But if you are feeling the weight of all of the cosmic shifts that we're going to be experiencing this week and the intensity that surrounds them, I have some celestial invitations for you that might help you to remain grounded and navigate these transits with ease. And that's to create daily rituals that help you stay grounded amidst the emotional currents. I always say, keep it simple, keep it easy, bare feet to earth, look up at the sky, take deep breaths outside in the sunshine. Like, you don't have to go and spend hundreds of dollars on your self-care. Keep it as simple and easy as possible. Also practice radical self-compassion, as old patterns and relationships will be coming up for review. So it's really important not just to be kind to others, but to also be kind to yourself. And trust the timing of your transformation. This has been coming up a lot with my clients lately, and also with myself. I think it's so easy to get pulled off track or think you're behind or to compare yourself to others. But I want you to know that you're exactly where you need to be. Trust the timing of your transformation. One last thing before I sign off. I want you to remember, when we have so much happening in the cosmos, and as planets go direct and others retrograde, and then we have a new moon illuminating the sky, is that your words carry extra potency now. So please use them wisely. Set intentions that honor both where you've been, but more importantly, where you're going. And this week's mantra is simple but powerful. I forgive my old self. I've changed. Let this be your compass as you navigate this week. Trust that every step of your journey, even the challenging ones, has led you to this moment of becoming. Thank you for tuning in to the Cosmic Hotline for your weekly dose of cosmic wisdom. I hope you have a stellar week ahead and a stellar start to the month. And until next time, or next week I should say, keep exploring the stars within and without.